What is up, YouTube? So, I got this perfectly, well, sort of perfect, front driver's side fender for a 1968 Cadillac. It's a Cialis or a DeVille. I'll show you in a minute, but this is a client's car of mine that he wanted me to do some patchwork on here. I will do a video on how I do this, but the reason why I'm actually showing y'all this video here is because I've been studying this car for about a few months and trying to figure out on how to remove the fender. Couldn't find it, so I ended up having to just dive on in like we all had to at that point in time. So this here is actually going to be a thing on how to remove the front fender. And you don't need to take the hood off. So as far as I know, these is for 67 and 68 Cadillacs. I'll show you the brand. This is this here. It's a beautiful car. I'm actually doing some channel work on here too. I just had to cover that up so it doesn't get all rusted out. But anyway, so the first thing on how to take this apart is there's two bolts in the bottom. There's a short one, and then close to the door it's a long bolt. Those right there are the shims. Up here there's a bolt that attach in here, but you got to open this door in order to get to it. So you will have to open it like this in order to get to that bolt. Once you get to that bolt, there's a bolt that's right here, and then you're going to have a series of bolts. These is inside the fender well, so you got 1, 2, 3, and 4 bolts, then 5, and then 6. So all these bolts have to be taken out. Then you're gonna have this rubber piece here. There's actually some C-clamps. You can just go ahead and pull those off to get those out of the way, so you can actually get to the bolts that's back here, but you can actually loosen them from back here on the battery tray. Now once you do that, you're gonna have that main bolt here, but in order to expose that bolt, you would have to take the bezel off. So the bezel has a screw here and a screw up there to take off. Those 2 screws is going to take this portion off, and then when you get inside, there's 4 bolts. I'll show you the part, which is right here. So you see that hole there, there, and below. You take those bolts off. Now those bolts are actually they are 1132, and you're gonna need a 7/16. You're gonna need a 9/16, and you're gonna need a 1/2 inch. And I just use this just in case if I had any problems, but as far as I know, I'm happy. The car didn't really give me any problems. Everything came off pretty smooth. I did, on the other hand, had to remove the chrome piece that was here. So careful taking these off. My suggestion is don't use any of these. Use the ones that go on here, they're inside here. They seem like they work the best because the tight tolerance on here, they fit perfect, and I didn't strip them. If you feel like you're not going to get it loose, it was this top here and this top, actually these 3 tops. I went behind it and sprayed it with WD-40. So it'll take that whole trim off. So I took the trim off first. Took the 2 bolts that was here on the bottom, I took those off. Took the 1 bolt that's connected on the side here. And then the other one that's here. And then the last bolt is the big bolt that's back here. I think it was a 3/4 socket. It was a 3/4 socket to take that off. Once you, these lights here, they're actually a plug. I'll go back and show you. I'm a little combobulated right now, but I'm hoping you get the picture. So for the lights, everything came with clips, as you see here. So everything came off with clips. I'm really glad Cadillac did that. So I really give kudos to the engineers that did this. So just remember, it's not hard. It's not hard at all to take this apart. You can still leave the hood on. No need to take the hood off. No need to take the bumper off. All it is 3/4 socket for that. Those are a 1/2 inch. And then down there was a 1/2 inch. And I believe that one was a 9/16. Those 2 up here was a 1/2 inch. And there was brackets that was here that I had to take off. That was 1/2 inch. I had to bolt from there, bolt from here, and bolt from here. And to take this chrome piece off here, you got to remove that too. It has the bolts right here, which is 7/16. So you got one here, and then there's one just below it. Another one down there, and it's just below it. But when you take these off, be a little bit careful, because you see that there. Once these loosen, this stud's gonna come out and it's gonna start turning on you. So you gotta kind of keep that pushed in while you're trying to turn that back bolt in, and it'll come off just perfect. After that, once that comes off, you got this clip here. Just disconnect this clip. It's for this light here. And this whole 4 bolt, this 4 thing here is actually gonna come right out. There's a whole unit there, which that's what I did right here. Had a bolt here, had a bolt below there, had a bolt here, and I had a bolt up here. So there you go. I hope I made it quick and easy. This is for a 1967 through 68 Cadillac. Front fender removal without hood and without removing the bumper. All right, everybody, have a good one. I will have a video coming soon on how I repair that rust panel there. I'm using 18 gauge over there. Oh, I'm sorry, no, I'm using 18 gauge here. This is for the quarter panel. No, this is for the fender. So, all right, everybody, y'all have a good one. And there you go. 67 through 68 Cadillac. Front fender removal without removing hood and bumper.